All right. Good morning. Excuse me. Wow. I wasn't ready to start. All right. I'm having a little bit of my morning coffee. I'm down to the last few crystals. I mean, when I say coffee crystals, I'm talking Folgers. All right. But I know this probably sounds gross, but I had a little leftover coffee from yesterday when I went to Pete's Coffee at the mall. And I get my hair cut at, believe it or not, JC Penney's. Shout out to Martha. Okay. Because you know what? She I was telling whoops, hold on. I was telling her, I've been telling her a little bit about my life and everything, and when you get your hair cut, when you have a specific hairdresser, and I guess, like, I think a lot of women out there can relate, or maybe even men who get their hair cut, but women, we get more done. A lot of you guys go in, you get a cut, you get a buzzed, you go, like what, like you, I guess, like the trimmer, you go, I got a 2 on the sides and a, 1 on top or whatever. You guys all know how to tell your barber or your hairdresser how to do that. I'm not saying every man. I mean, some men spend a little more time, grooming or getting hair color or whatever. But when you're a woman, I'm just going to put it out there. It does take. We do have a little more maintenance that has to be done, culturally. And what people think that we're supposed to look like or whatever. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about that this morning. It's mainly David Shurter. This is not my normal. Well, I was going to say this is not my normal time to live stream. Wow, I should have waited. I don't speak as well in the morning. But sometimes I get up and, David Shurter shouldn't be one of the first people that I look at. I'm trying to really break my habit of that. It's like, I know that he, drops a video usually before I wake up because, he's out in Iowa and I'm on California time. So I'm about a couple hours behind him. So usually, like, when I get up in the morning, there's a cup of coffee, but it's not really the kind of energy that you should start the day. And especially when he decides to go off on me. Right, when you end up, you're just waiting to see, like, I'm nervously waiting to see. Please don't mention my name today, please, because I've asked David several times to cease and desist and stop talking about me. I've asked him. I've left messages over and over and over again. I don't know if he's removing my messages. I'm not sure. But I've asked him several times to stop. And now he's on this Max Spiers diatribe with me, as if I'm all things Max Spiers. Man, in fact, he said it before. He's saying it again. Terry Joyce is all things Max Spiers, and I don't like being labeled by people that don't like me, really. I don't like people, especially someone like David Shurter, defining what I am and what I produce and what I say on my channel or what I've done. I will, like, say my own resume. Thank you very much, David Shurter. And but yeah, I have done a lot of content about Max Spiers. He was my friend, David. I hope you're listening. I was friends with Max Spiers. I wouldn't say, oh, I was, like, super, super tight, but I communicated with him often for about a year and a half, maybe a year and a half, 2 years, somewhere in that time frame, from the time that I did that first interview with him. And before that, I was connected to him on Facebook too. So you know how Facebook goes if you really spend time on Facebook. I would say Facebook is my primary social media platform. And it's the one that I probably have the best time on because my friends that I've known for all my life are on there, and people, the comedians that I've known for over 20 years are on there, and I get to see their life, and I do well on Facebook. I'm actually in their Stars program. I get little badges about how I'm, in the top 5% or 2% of people, with their content reaching people, original content. I get little applauses with Facebook. When I say I'm in the Stars program, you can give me stars for it's a penny a star as a donation. Like I'm in their shared partnership program. That's how far I do better. I think I'm even better at Facebook, and at Facebook's a lot more pleasant to me than YouTube is, let me tell you. On Facebook, first of all, you have to, accept somebody's friendship, right? And if somebody gives me a problem, I just go ahead and block them. Same thing with YouTube, really. I just go ahead and block them. But the thing of it is, I don't have, well, I shouldn't say it, but I'm not subjected to a David Shurter on Facebook. I don't talk about this stuff on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is mostly about me, or, because it's Facebook, or other people, or my family, or whatever. I talk a lot about how much I love being in college and what's happening to me there. So, I have friends that support me in that on Facebook. My family supports my educational goals. Just so everybody knows that. I don't have a mother that sits back and tells me that I'm too old to go to college and I'm a wash up. That's not my family. And my family's educated. I have a cousin that was a professor of physics at MIT and worked on the Star Wars project. That's my family. All right. I'm not a first generation college student. I'm the person who didn't go yet. I'm a little bit late to the party, but they support me. I come from a family of educators. My mother was a school teacher, and so was my grandmother. I don't know why this is important to me, but I think it's good to know, let people know, what is your background. I don't have any. I don't have any. Nothing bad on my record. I've never been arrested. I've done government jobs. I worked for the Census Bureau for a couple of years. I had to have, even my job right now, I had to have my fingers printed. Passed. Nothing on me. So any of you out there that want to make up a bunch of stories about me, about I did this and I did that or whatever, it's bullshit. You're just a liar with a webcam. So let's look at David Shurter this morning, because he has to go with the Max Spiers thing all the time. And then while he does that, he throws me in with the other people that are harassing him, and go, they, as if I'm part of a crew of people that are, satanic PEDOs that he's fighting against, and I'm part of it. And now he's going to shame me because he's jealous that when he Googles Max Spiers, my name comes up in the algorithm. He's jealous of that. You want to know why? Because he can't use, because he was touting and oh, I'm Max Spiers. I'm, Max Spiers. And, like he identifies himself with Max Spiers as if he and Max Spiers are the same. I assure you he is not. In my assessment. You did one interview of Max's mother when she was traumatized, and David Shurter couldn't even get Max Spiers' name right. He called him Max Weber. And he thinks he's entitled to something. Look, I don't even claim that. I don't even wear it like, hey, I'm the person that's investigating Max Spiers. I have the best info. I never act like that. And my channel, how many videos do I have about Max Spiers on my channel? I got a couple. I got 3 or 4 or something like that. Over, like, I guess I've had my channel for like, what, 4 years now? 3 years? Wait, when did I start it? 2020. My channel is 4 years old. And he acts like I am the bastion of Max Spiers, as if I was deceptive in it. See? That's the part I don't like about it. As if I did something wrong. As if I'm part of a conspiracy that killed Max Spiers. Fuck you, David Shurter. How fucking dare you? Just so you can keep your fucking little story going. Your victimhood. So that people can keep giving you donations. Right? So you can keep your grift up. You're just going to stamp and piss all over somebody, right? No, you're not. Not today. I'll say it one more time to you, David Shurter. Cease and desist and stop talking about me. I am not associated and in a group with people against you. I have a life. I'm trying to live my life. So shut your mouth. Let's go here for a second. Show him. Let's see him. Let's look at him today. Let's look at the dude in action. Ugh.
They want to hide this thing with me.
Okay. I'm going to go about here because he spends
and a lot. And my question.
He goes over these emails. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's people using socks and they are fucking with them. And I really think personally they should stop. All right. Because all they're doing is they are poking at him and making him talk more. And then my name gets thrown in it. I don't really appreciate that. Just leave him alone. If you leave him alone and stop talking to him in sock puppet accounts, maybe he will like back off and be silent for once and not make a nasty video. If you're really a victim of his, then stop fucking with him. I have a problem with that, guys. I do not participate in that. I do not talk to David in sock puppet accounts and then provoke him so that he'll give you something that you can do a show about it. You know who you are. I know who you are. And I'll just leave it at that. But let's go ahead and play it.
Which has been my question the whole time. When the Goblin Dowd and Captain Underpants were in my town and my best friend perished, did my local sheriff know?
Here's the problem, David. It's proven that they weren't in your town. And I'm just going to say that. All right. It's possible to pinpoint from your cell phone when you make a video, and Captain Underpants did this. You can pinpoint and you can make up a fake location. You can write anything down as your location. It doesn't mean that they were in your city at that time. Were you fucked with? Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. Was it meant to mess with you and make you think that they were in your town? Maybe. But they were not in your town. So what they've done to you, David, is made you a reactionary lol's cow. And then in that sense, it's a bit unauthentic. What they've done is they've given you material to keep using it over and over again for your own online victimhood and your own bashing of your own sheriff's department in your city. But you don't have any facts. It didn't happen to you, and it's not real. And no matter how many times he can talk about energy weapons and directed energy this and how his friend dropped dead at the same time that they were in town, and what a coincidence that is nothing still. That does not give a sheriff's department real information. It is not linked. It means nothing. And the fact that you're bellowing and screaming about it daily on your YouTube channel and TikTok isn't going to change shit, but make you look like you're just using that to make you look that to legitimize the fact that you're being attacked, because if you're being attacked, then everything you say is real. Well, that's not how it works. This is a big show, everybody. Nothing is real.
Know for a fact they were in my town, other than the emails I was sending him that they were sending me and I was forwarding.
Now, I don't get the whole thing about interacting with your perpetrators. When I have people that have to sock accounts and mess with my mind like that, I block them. I don't interact. I don't do shows about it. I don't do shows about people that call themselves Pootie Twang and say that and act like I'm a victim of someone called Pootie Twang. David, this little act is over. It's a song and dance. I'm not sure what, sometimes I wonder, like, is all of it theater? Well, David, expect us to like send you some text, or we're going to make some comments. This is going to give you material so that you can scream and yell in front of your camera. I don't think that's a scenario, but I'm getting to this point where, when you start finding out that, oh yeah, people are really, sending him and pretending, they're even pretending to like him in their emails. That's the one that sickens me the most. Egging him on how great his spirituality is and all this shit. And they are actually part of this. David, nothing is real for you right now in your comment section. So stop being manipulated by it. That's my advice for you. And I'm sorry you're so jealous about the Max Spiers thing, but I didn't do anything to him. So stop using it as a weapon to make me look like I've done something wrong or criminal. Same thing. It's the same thing about like, oh, they're calling me, they're doing whatever, blah, 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 blah. Oh, Terry Joyce is, guilty of trying to cover up what really happened to him. No, you're guilty of using him for your own benefit and your own donations and your own narrative. And you couldn't even get his name right. Shame on you. Where's your book that you took donations for, huh? You working on it? Working on, the Looking Glass? Where? Where is it? You ready? Where's your podcast? Oh, are you spending too much time dealing with sock puppet accounts that are messing with your head, just goading you so they can watch you be on camera and maybe stream it later on their stream and make you a lulz cow and laugh at you? That's what's happening. You're a victim of nothing right now. Your sheriff, nothing.
Them to my police. Other than that, did he know for certain? Did he meet up with them? And I'm just supposed to take this with smiles and be all happy.
You're supposed to have a bigger brain than this, all right? I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it that way, but you're supposed to, like, I don't know what you're supposed to do. You know what I want you to do? I want you to take my name out of your mouth on your channel. Stop lying about me and putting me into your crazy. That's what I would like to have stopped, David. I assure you, I don't have time or spend time doing sock puppet accounts. I don't even have one. I am who I am. I don't hide. But you're being messed with, and then you're throwing my name in it, and I don't like it, and I want you to cease and desist. I've asked you, I read it, I've written it so many times, and comments on your channel, and you continue.
But what I can see in this situation is that people keep perishing, and there are just people who will watch this on YouTube and do nothing. They're interested. It's like
well, I'm not doing just nothing. I'm actually making a video about it, David. And I'm asking you to stop. What do you want people to do? David, exactly. Give you money? Well, open up their wallet? Give you a donation on your PayPal account?
HBO movie to them. When I drop over, they'll just go.
No, you're not HBO quality. I hate to break it to you. You don't deserve to be on HBO.
Up over, then they'll go find someone else. They like watching this evil play out. I ask for help. I get a few. Tara Joyce, who's all things Max Spiers, and notice how they're all working together now. See, both sides that were supposed to be.
Just throw that in there. Terry Joyce, who's all things Max Spiers, and look how they're all working together now. Do you know my business? Do you know who I work with? You don't. So stop doing the they them thing. Oh, they're all out against me. I am not involved. I do not work with those people. I do not accept a paycheck with those people, David. No, you're all things Max Spiers. You've dropped Max Spiers. You put Max Spiers into your story. It's about you. You use Max Spiers to prop you up, not me. I already have me. I don't need extra help. I'm fabulous. Just by myself. David.
Opposition to each other are now working together. And that's not weird at all. They want to hide this thing with Isaac Cappy. They want to hide this thing with me. And they're angry that I'm making videos and exposing it. No,
I'm angry that you're defaming me and harassing me on TikTok and YouTube. That's what I'm angry about. You have nothing to expose about me, David. Nothing.
them. I didn't ask for them to harass me at the time that my best friend perished. But they were right where they said they were. And now, because I'm calling it out, because they said they were in my town and my best friend drops over, perished, now I'm the bad guy for wanting it investigated. And they're the victims. They're the victims. We weren't in his town. We were just trying to drive someone we are on record saying is mentally ill over the edge.
That might be true. I'm going to give him that, and that's the part about this I don't like. I look, hey David, you know I'm an honest person. That might be true, but that's all it is, and you have a choice to react or not react to that.
I guess that's better than saying that you were in town when my best friend perished. I guess that's acceptable for other people. I guess. I am so sick of this mess. I can't even begin to say.
I'm sick of you talking about me, David. That's what I'm sick of it. I don't even care anymore. Get your shit together and stop lying about me.
Hey, how sick I am. And I could take video of them committing crimes, present DNA evidence.
No, what you have is you have people with sock puppet accounts fucking with you, and now you're making a video about it. That's what you have. That's all you have. You don't have DNA. You don't have anything. You have people on their computers messing with you or their cell phones. They're fucking with you. That's it. It's a mind game. It's an illusion. It's not real.
Witness testimony and authorities, especially my local sheriff, would still say, we can't figure it out.
No, they can't figure it out. Or they can't figure it out. They know you're being messed with by people with sock puppet accounts or who are pretending to be in your city to scare you or whatever, to trigger you, right? You pissed them off. You did something. They're coming back at you this way. I don't know. Maybe they are part of the, LARPer group connected to Frank Bacon and Carrie Cassidy and stuff. Who knows? I haven't figured that out yet. Totally. But I'll tell you what, that's not real. And your sheriff can't do anything about that. The sheriff does work with DNA and actual real threats and things that are like physically factual. That's why they can't help you. But you can help yourself by stopping to react to it. But do you need this? Are you addicted to it? Is this, are people that we watch or that are involved with this, are we also addicted to drama? Is that what's happening here? Like, think about all of this right now from every angle, because you know what? In the end, I'm looking to be healthy. I want my life. I want peace. I want my life. I want my life to flow without a David Shurter in my life. This isn't real. Okay? These people and your son, block them. You make an entire video about it, and then you throw my name in there like I'm guilty too. And I don't appreciate that, because I am real. And I've done real things in my life. And I don't appreciate you smearing me with this shit. So I'm asking you to stop. Cease and desist, David. I'm not a LARPer. I'm not part of it. I'm trying to get out of it. I don't like the things you've said about me. You tell people I'm crazy. You criticize my appearance. You lie about me. You demonize me. You make me you accuse me of being guilty of horrific things on your channel flagrantly, and you continue to do it. And I do not appreciate it. But you don't care. You're going to continue, because guess what? Guess who means the most? David means the most to himself and what he's doing. It means the most to him to make you believe that his story is true all the way around and that he's a continuous victim. So he's constantly in crisis and he can cry out to people and you can give him some money. That's the grift. Right? Well, you got it wrong with me, David, and I want you to stop talking about me. You do not get to do conspiracies about me like Denise and not have me say something about it. You're a phony because of this, just like she is.
Why bother? Why bother? Because children's lives are at stake. That's what's at stake with this.
Right? And what are you doing about that? Accusing innocent people for the crimes of that they didn't do? Wow, you can't pin the tail on the donkey, can you, David? Or do you care? You don't care, because if you cared about the truth and finding the truth and knew that you made a mistake, you would stop. You would correct it, but you don't. You continue. You care for me about as much as you care about the dude that you claim that you lit on fire. Why should I expect someone who cannot even have any remorse for burning a dude? Why should I expect that guy to care about talking shit about me on TikTok and YouTube? Yeah, that's crazy that I would even think that somebody like you would go, oh, wow, I'm lying about Terry Joyce and ruining her or harming her. No, you wouldn't care because you didn't care about burning a dude down. You're still the victim. I don't know. I've done a little research on narcissism and people with narcissistic traits, and that is one of them.
That's what Isaac was trying to expose. That's what I've been trying to expose. And that is what all this group is invested.
I don't belong to a group, David. And you're not in a position to say that. You don't get to define, again, you don't get to define my activities, what I'm involved with, and what my fucking resume is. And what I'm all about. It is not up to you to tell people that. You don't know me. And you've never even taken the time. You don't even like women. You have no regard for women, really. So, again, I'm shit out of luck. I'm not even human as you are to you. I'm not even spiritually equal to you, according to your opinion on women.
In hiding. And those are the facts.
No, there was not one damn fact in there.
So this dude.
There's not one fact in there, David. And then you sit back and you go, oh, those are the facts. Oh, no, I didn't see your message. Where did you put it at, Pootie Twang? Oh, now we're going to get shit because we're communicating. And, that the fact that, you're talking about the Disney woman, oh, look, Pootie Twang and Terry Joyce, they're in cahoots. They're against Pootie Twang and Terry Joyce are against the world. Sorry, I'm in rare form this morning. I would love to see what your message about the Disney woman. She's another one. There's another phony out there. Phony predator catcher. Phony grifter. Taking the victims of something and then, and acting like they're there to help and then victimize them. Rotting jewels. Okay. That's good to know. Thank you. I'll check it out. And look, it's been pinned on my channel as well. Speaking about David Shurter, yes. I'm gonna look up my music. I am gonna dismount here. It made me think of gymnastics. I'm gonna do my dismount now in a minute, but okay. I'm just kind of looking at what I forgot I had that other stuff on here. Backseat writer. I forgot what this one was. What is this? Hold on. I'm looking at my old. She's speaking about David Shurter and promoting his grift. Oh, wow. Yeah, I believe, if memory serves me right, I believe that, it would stand to reason that they would, I believe I saw that they had a history in the past. It would be something that, because I heard of David Shurter around the time that Isaac Kappa came on the scene, and Nathan Stoltman mentioned him, whatever, but I really didn't go into him for whatever reason. I looked at a few things, I looked at a few articles, or maybe into him, but it was just somebody that I had not come in contact with, or I don't know why. I guess I really wasn't that interested for some reason. I can't really explain it. He didn't grab me like Max Spiers did. I could have listened to Max Spiers speak all day long. He had his voice, and the you could hear a lot in people's voices. And he had, I don't know, just something gentle about him. I think out of all of it, when you're looking at people on YouTube and you're listening to speakers, I take, for me, maybe it's because my acting background and the fact that I studied, we're taught to observe, comedy, you got to observe something. You become, when you're a writer, you go out and you look at everything and write it down that's around you. It's like an exercise. And, I don't just look at what somebody says. And, it's important to listen to what they say. You can tell if somebody is constantly slandering somebody or doing something or being negative, but you get the energy of a person. You get a resonance. They have maybe I'm going to sound new agey, but maybe there's a frequency about somebody. Their facial expressions, they don't look like, what's that? Oh God, that one evangelist that just looks so evil to me. I swear it looks like he's shape-shifting when he talks. It's not. See, when I think of that guy, David Shurter's like a close second. David, when you listen to him talk, he's grimacing and angry, and you look at all the different thumbnails of how he looks in all his videos. He looks disturbed, angry. When I play his videos, I feel energetically tightened. And I think when we're observing people, whether we want to believe what they say, I don't agree with everything that Max said. I mean, there's a lot of things that he said that, sounds like, my God, how is that even possible? But he didn't do what David does, right? Where he didn't accuse people in his community publicly, that they were involved with these particular types of conspiracies. And I'm going to say it as a conspiracy because I'm trying to not get the algorithm all excited. All right. But these things that happened on YouTube and that were talked about that made the community guidelines come into place. Has the person that you watch for your information on this particular topic, have they harmed the families of the victims? Angela Parrott Disney has. Angela Parrott Disney's done that. From my experience, and I'm just going to say, Angela Parrott Disney, she came to me, same thing like with Denise. They found me, right? And I interviewed her, and after that, it was just, on American Freedom Radio, and I just got harassed and, whatever. I don't understand why Denise isn't getting harassed the way I did when I had interviewed Angela Parrott Disney back then. Maybe it's a different time. Maybe that group is no longer. Maybe there's not a need for them so much. A lot of things have died down about, what Angela Parrott Disney was all about. But she came with a host of cooties. And in the end, she harmed me too. And I don't trust her. And then even though I blocked her, she would still be coming into my channel. Or, when I got my new channel, this channel, because we go back to the we don't start at Not My Rabbit Hole. That's Power Disney and I. So she would be coming into this channel after I blocked her, after I cut off communication with her, she's still coming at me. That's weird. Why couldn't she have just broke away and she did her thing and I did my thing and it never met again? But Angela Parrott Disney spent a lot of time lately. She hopped onto that diatribe conversation when my friend Jeff Reed's daughters, my friend and moderator's daughters, clicked my link, because normally I don't have a link out for people, and they were laughing and giggling, and I, talked to them a little bit on my show. Oh no, Angela Parrott Disney was right in there to spin a nasty story about me. And then she tells her, Denise, that, oh, I've been, ruining her good reputation for years. No, Angela, you're still trying to ruin my reputation right now. What's wrong with you? Why are you around still? Not only that, but she sides up with the lady who, the Texas troll who called my job and everything, actually is on the verge of, it is stalking, and Angela Parrott Disney hooks up with her and they get together to do something to me. Ain't that right, ladies? And now, of course, she's pushing David Shurter. Of course. Birds of a feather flock together, don't they? Of course she does. I'm just going to leave that there. Of course she does. She's all about all of that. And she's, and my feeling is she's like that fake evangelist. Listen to her energy. Listen to how she's nasty about people. She did sexual jokes about me with Denise and then claimed that she was going to take the high road. I got that clip. That's nasty, ladies. It doesn't make you look Christian, and it doesn't make you look like you don't have an agenda. I like show evidence that I did something wrong. Show evidence that I am anything that what you've said and claim I am. Show it. All of you, show it. Clovis, show it. You don't have anything. So you're just going to sit in your channels and gaslight bullshit, and you don't care, just like David Shurter doesn't. Because you too probably have a little bit of that thing where you don't have any remorse. You don't have any empathy. And the benefit or the need that you get for it is greater than you being an honest person. And when I say thou shalt not bear false witness, David Shurter or Clovis or Denise or Angel Power Disney, y'all sit back and try to bring yourself elevated into something with God as if you have a spiritual or godly right to be doing what you're doing. But you break the 10 Commandments, God's words, daily on your YouTube channels. So don't think for 1 second any of these people are righteous on YouTube or righteous about this topic, because they aren't. And there's a me sitting in here to speak out and say it. Because I don't give a fuck what you think. I care about the truth. So I'm moving on. I gotta get around. Have a great day, you guys, and I'm gonna play some music and shift my energy.
Save my soul. When up downtown, when up downtown, when up downtown, come on to save my soul. Went up downtown. Went up downtown. I was walking out one evening late.
Headed for the riverside, around us fuss and fight.